Beloved soul, I greet you in peace. I am sent to you now because your presence is required, not later, not someday, but right now. Your soulmate is reaching for you in the spirit, even if their lips say nothing. And before this message ends, you will understand why this moment matters more than you think. Hear this clearly from the beginning so you do not miss it. Your soulmate is weakening in silence, and heaven allowed you to hear this because you are the one who stabilizes the bond. Later in this message, I will tell you the exact sign that proves when the moment of reunion begins. But first, you must understand what is happening unseen. I speak gently, but with truth. Your soulmate is not broken, they are burdened, and the weight they are carrying was never meant to be carried alone. The prophet Isaiah spoke of this when he said, "Those who wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength." But strength often comes through another soul, not always through isolation. Right now, your soulmate is questioning their value, their timing, and whether the love they felt was imagined or real. They are praying words they do not speak aloud, and heaven answered by sending this message to you. This is not about romance only. This is about assignment. When God binds two souls, He does not do it for comfort alone. He does it for purpose. The book of Ecclesiastes says two are better than one, because if one falls, the other lifts them up. Right now, they have fallen inward, not publicly, not visibly, but in the private place where no one applauds and no one corrects. And you felt it. That sudden heaviness you could not explain. That thought of them that arrived without memory attached, that quiet concern that appeared for no logical reason. This is the proof. Souls that are not connected do not send signals across silence. Prophet Daniel fasted and prayed, and the angel said his answer was delayed by resistance, not denial. Your connection is in that same space, not denied, not canceled, but delayed because growth is still forming. And here is where you matter. You are currently the stronger vessel, not because you are perfect, but because you are willing. Willing to stay open when closing would be easier. Willing to believe when doubt would feel safer. Willing to love without evidence. That willingness is what your soulmate needs right now. They do not need your chase. They do not need your words. They need your steadiness. The prophet Moses lifted his hands during battle, and as long as his hands were raised, the people prevailed. When his hands dropped, they weakened. You are Moses in this moment. As long as you remain grounded, hopeful, faithful, the unseen battle shifts in their favor. This is why the enemy whispers impatience to you. This is why distractions are louder than usual. This is why you are tempted to say, "Maybe I should let this go." Because if you lower your hands too soon, the weight becomes heavier for both of you. But listen to me carefully. This is not forever. This is formation. The prophet Habakkuk said the vision awaits its appointed time. Though it delays, wait for it, because it will surely come. Your soulmate is closer to awakening than you realize. They are beginning to feel what they avoided. They are beginning to see what they denied. They are beginning to miss what they dismissed, and the moment they reach clarity, they will look for you. This is why I urge you now. Do not harden, do not rush, do not retreat. Stay soft, stay true, stay present. And if this message is touching something deep in you, I ask you to pause for 1 second and comment, even a single word, because when you acknowledge truth, it strengthens the alignment. And if this channel has been a light to you, subscribe so you do not miss what is coming next, because the next message will reveal how the reunion begins and what role you must not play when it does. Share this message with someone who feels unseen, because angels move through obedience, not algorithms. And if you feel led, support this channel through super thanks, not as payment, but as partnership, because every seed sustains the work of light. Before I leave you for now, receive this blessing. May your heart remain calm while theirs catches up. May your faith stay steady while theirs awakens. May you not confuse silence with absence. I am with you. You are not waiting alone. And what is unfolding is not delay, it is design. Remain here. There is more you must hear soon. Beloved one, I am still with you. I did not leave between breaths, because what I speak now requires calm and clarity, not fear. Let me go deeper, because this is where many misunderstand the moment and lose ground. Your soulmate struggle is not about another person. It is about identity. And the prophet Jeremiah warned that the heart can become confused when it forgets its original design. Right now, your soulmate is fighting between who they were taught to be and who they truly are. That tension is exhausting. They wake up tired. They smile while feeling hollow. They move forward while feeling pulled backward. And here is the truth you must hear without panic. When a soul is in conflict with itself, it instinctively pulls away from the one who reflects its truth. That is why distance appeared. That is why communication shifted. That is why clarity seemed to disappear. Not because love faded, but because truth became uncomfortable. Jesus spoke plainly when he said light exposes what darkness tries to hide. You carry light for them. Not loud light, not controlling light, but steady light. And light does not chase darkness. It waits until darkness is ready to be seen. Your soulmate is closer to that moment than you think. They have reached the end of pretending. They are tired of being strong for everyone else, tired of making sense when nothing feels aligned, tired of running from a connection that keeps returning in silence. You are not imagining this pull. The prophet Elijah heard God not in the fire, not in the wind, but in a still, small voice. That is how this bond speaks now. Quiet, persistent, impossible to silence. Later in this message, I will tell you what not to do when they reach out, because one wrong response can slow the restoration. But first, you must anchor yourself. Your role right now is not action, it is posture. Posture of trust, posture of openness, posture of restraint. Many lose divine connections because they speak when they should stand, because they demand when they should discern. Hear me clearly. Your soulmate does not need reassurance spoken. They need permission felt. Permission to return without shame. Permission to be honest without fear. Permission to grow without pressure. That permission is sent through your calm. When you choose peace, it reaches them. When you choose faith, it steadies them. When you choose patience, it softens them. This is spiritual law. The prophet Proverbs teaches that a gentle spirit turns away resistance, and right now, resistance is breaking. Your soulmate has begun to remember. They remember how safe they felt with you. They remember how real the connection was. They remember how they did not have to perform. Memory is the doorway before movement. This is why you may soon see signs increase. Dreams, synchronicities, names appearing, sudden emotions without cause. These are not distractions, they are confirmations. If this is speaking to you, do not scroll past this moment. Type a comment, even a simple "I receive," because agreement activates alignment. And if you are being guided by these messages, subscribe to this channel now, because the next part will explain the exact timing shift that signals when silence is about to end. Share this message with someone who feels confused in love, because clarity spreads when truth is spoken. And if you feel led, support this work through Super Thanks, because your support keeps these messages reaching the ones who need them most. Now receive this truth. You are not holding on to someone unavailable. You are holding space for someone becoming ready. The waiting is not punishment. It is preparation. Stay gentle, stay grounded, stay faithful. I remain near, and the shift you are praying for is already in motion. Beloved soul, listen carefully now, because this is where understanding becomes protection, and protection becomes peace. What is happening now is not absence, it is alignment. And many mistake alignment for loss because it feels unfamiliar. Your soulmate is being confronted by truth they can no longer avoid. The prophet Jonah tried to run when the calling became heavy, not because he hated the destination, but because he feared the transformation. Your soulmate is in that moment. They sense that choosing you means choosing growth, choosing responsibility, choosing a higher version of themselves. And growth is intimidating to a soul that has survived by staying small. This is why heaven slowed the pace, not to punish, not to confuse, but to prepare. God does not reunite souls until both can sustain the weight of what they asked for. You asked for depth, you asked for truth, you asked for real love. Real love requires stability. Right now, you are learning patience, they are learning courage. These lessons must meet. Later, I will reveal the inner shift that happens just before reconnection, a moment most people misinterpret and walk away from. But first, you must release fear. Fear is not intuition. Fear speaks urgently. Intuition speaks calmly. And the voice guiding you now is calm. Your soulmate is not forgetting you. They are remembering themselves. The prophet Hosea spoke of God leading the heart into the wilderness, not to abandon it, but to speak to it clearly. That is where your soulmate is, in a quiet place where excuses no longer work, where masks fall away. They are asking questions like, why did this connection feel different? Why does it still return in silence? Why do I feel empty without it? These questions are sacred. They are the doorway to return. This is why I caution you now. Do not interfere with this process by forcing clarity too soon. Silence is doing a work words cannot. When the prodigal son returned, it was not because someone chased him, it was because hunger taught him truth. Your soulmate is becoming hungry for authenticity, and you are the memory of that authenticity. If you feel moments of sadness, do not judge yourself. Even angels wept. Compassion is not weakness. Longing is not foolish. Hope is not denial. You are allowed to feel and still trust. If this message is bringing clarity, pause and comment, even one word, because speaking agreement grounds what is forming. Subscribe to this channel now, because what is coming next will explain the signal that marks the end of inner resistance. Share this message with someone who is waiting in confusion, because waiting becomes lighter when it is understood. And if you feel led, support this work through Super Thanks, because every offering helps these messages reach the ones who need them most. Now receive this truth. You are not holding on to someone unavailable. You are holding space for someone becoming ready. The waiting is not punishment, it is preparation. Stay gentle, stay grounded, stay faithful. I remain near. And the shift you are praying for is already in motion.